Python, a very versatile and powerful language with a wide range of applications, from web development all the way to artificial intelligence. Its syntax is very clean and simple, making it easy for new developers to hop right in without worrying about all the syntax rules and actually focusing on the programming concepts. In fact, one of the most notable things of Python is the syntax, and specifically the indentation, which is used to identify blocks of code within your program. It is object-oriented with a vast variety of libraries, making it easy for you to not reinvent the wheel. Today, we're going to focus on installing Visual Studio Code and Python so you can get started. Alright guys, so we're going to get started with the Windows version of the installation process. For this, we're going to go ahead and go into python.org, and as you can see, there's a main page. We're going to go into downloads, and then here you're going to be given the latest version of Python. The time of this video is 3.11, so whatever this version is, just go ahead and download it. And once it's downloaded, you're going to go ahead and open it. Alright, once the download is finished and the installation is running, we're going to go ahead and select this option right here. Add python.exe to path. It's going to make it easier for us to execute our Python programs later on. And as you can see right here, we have the default installation and the custom installation. We're just going to go ahead and go with default. You might get prompted with this. Just go ahead and click yes, and it's going to start the setup process. Alright, and just like that, Python is already installed in your Windows computer. To verify, we're going to go ahead over here in the search bar. We're going to type cmd, which is going to be your command prompt. I'm going to open it, and just to verify that our Python installation was actually correct, we're going to type python-version, then click enter. Oh, Python is unknown. I believe this might be caused because it's Python version 3. Oh, you know what? I know why. Python version. Yeah, there you go. Python 3.11. And that's the version that we installed over here. 3.11. So, yeah, Python is successfully installed on your Windows computer. Alright guys, the second thing we want to do is install Visual Studio Code. And Visual Studio Code is a code editor. It's actually created by Microsoft and it's free. It has a lot of extensions, including a Python extension, which is going to allow us to write and edit our Python code. Go ahead and download for Windows. And again, once downloaded, go ahead and run the executable. Okay, once it's finished downloading, go ahead and accept the agreement. Go ahead and read through it if you like. Go ahead and click next. And I already have Visual Studio installed, so I already have this options selected. These two actually come in handy every once in a while when trying to open a folder directly from the file system in Windows. You can click them or not. Go ahead and click next. And go ahead and click install. Alright, go ahead and click finish. Okay, so we're in Visual Studio Code, and the next thing we need to do is install our Python extension. For this, we're going to go on the left hand side and click on the extension button. And right here on the search bar, type Python. I already have it typed. It will be the first extension, and it's created by Microsoft. Make sure you get the one created by Microsoft. I already have it installed, but if you don't, you're going to see an installation button right here. Go ahead and click on it. Once it's installed, that's all you need to get started with Python. Alright guys, we're in Mac OS now, and what we're going to do, we're going to actually look for our terminal, because usually what happens with Mac is that it already has Python pre-installed. We're going to go ahead and use the same command that we used on Windows if you watch that section. which is Python -- version, and it will give you the Python version that's currently installed in your system. You can see we're getting Python 2.7. We don't really want Python 2 version 2, but usually what happens is on Python 3 version, we'll type Python 3 version, and that gives us 3.11. So that whenever we run our programs on Mac, we're going to go ahead and use the Python 3 command. You can change this. I'm not going to go ahead and go through it, but you can go ahead and Google it on how to change it. For me, it's not necessary. In case you don't have Python 3 installed, you can go ahead and follow the same process that we did for Windows, which is download it straight from the python.org website. So we're going to go ahead and go into downloads. And as you can see, Python 3.11 is the latest version at the time that I recorded this video. Go ahead and hit download. Once Python is downloaded, go ahead and open the package. And it's going to open the installation process right here. Go ahead and read through that, hit continue. Read that information, hit continue. There's a license agreement. Go ahead and hit continue. Make sure to read it. Agree. And install. Go ahead and type in your password. And that is it. Python is installed in your Mac. So if for whatever reason, whenever you type Python 3 -- version, it gives you an error, you can go ahead and do this process instead. Okay, and that's it for Python. All right, the next thing we want to do is download and install Visual Studio Code for Mac. For this, just go into visualstudio.com and then you should be able to download it there. This is the main page, so just go ahead and click Download Mac Universal. And your download should start. Once it's finished, go ahead and hit that installation. Okay, once the Visual Studio Code download, go ahead and open it. And that's our application, Visual Studio Code. Well, they already have downloaded. That's why it says Visual Studio Code 2. If you click on it, it's going to open. And that's Visual Studio. Now the next thing we want to do is install the Python extension. If you go over here to the left hand side, you will see a button called extensions. And right here, we're going to look for Python. And it will be the first one. It's created by Microsoft. This is the one we want. It's currently installing. I think it started. Reload. Okay, so reload required. Yeah, usually on yours it will say install. So go ahead and click install. Let me check if it actually installed already. Python. I'm going to search for it one more time. And yep, it's installed. As you can see, I have an uninstall button right here and disable rather than an install button. And that's all there is for the Visual Studio Code. By the way, as you guys can see, the Visual Studio Code download stayed in my downloads. So if you want to move it to your applications, just go ahead and open your applications tab or another window, and you will move this right here into your applications. That way it's not in your downloads. I already did that, as you can see somewhere there. Oh, right here. So just go ahead and move it, keep it in your applications. And that's all. That's all you need to do to install Python and Visual Studio Code on your Mac. We're going to do a couple tests here just to make sure, well, to let you guys know how to run a simple Python program. The first thing we're going to do is create a folder. By the way, I jumped on the Windows version because this is where I'm going to be working most of the time. But essentially, everything on Windows and Mac is the same, the commands. So whether you're on Windows or Mac, it doesn't matter. It's going to work essentially in the same way. We're going to go ahead and create a new folder. Well, we're gonna open a folder. I'm gonna create this on, put it on my desktop, and just call it Python programs. And here we're gonna go ahead and create a folder for a small program that we're gonna create in this video. So I'll call it Hello World. And for those who are familiar with programming, Hello World is the first program that you make in every language that you learn. We're gonna go ahead and click select folder, and Visual Studio Code would open up this folder. You can go ahead and hit yes, I trust. You're gonna be the one making all the Python programs in there, so you can trust your own programs. Anyways, as you can see over here, we have the Explorer section right here, which opened the folder Hello World that we just created. And right here, you can see that we have an icon that creates new files, and you can also create new subfolders. We're just gonna go ahead and create a new file. We're gonna call it Hello World.py. Py is the extension for the Python files. As you can see right here, Visual Studio Code identified it as a Python file as soon as you put the extension. You can see the Python icon right there. Let's hit enter, and our file is created. For Python, it's really simple to get started, especially the Hello World. To create a Hello World program, you just type in the command print, and what this does, it's going to create, or it's going to print a series of characters or whatever you put in it into the terminal. If you don't know what characters or the terminal, whatever I'm talking about is, don't worry, just follow along. In future videos, I will go more into that about strings, characters, and running Python in general, creating programs. So we have the print command, and remember, as I said at the very beginning of the video, Python is indent sensitive, so you gotta make sure you don't have any spaces in here, otherwise it will give you an error. Make sure all this word and the parentheses are all together. Inside the parentheses, we're gonna type some quotations like so, and inside the quotations we will type hello Python. Usually Hello World, but Hello Python. And unlike a lot of other languages out there, you don't need a semicolon at the end. It will actually throw an error. So yeah, I believe it will throw an error. We'll go ahead and hit Control S. If you're a Mac, you can hit Command S to save the file. If you don't save it, wherever edits you make will not take place. So make sure you hit Control S or Command S if you're on Mac, and if you want to do it manually, save over here in the file menu right here. Okay, and this right here is going to print Hello Python in the terminal. Now, what is a terminal? Terminal is going to be where we're going to be running our Python programs for the most part. And as you can see up here, we do have a terminal option. We're going to hit New Terminal, and there it is. That's a terminal, and it opens the terminal directly on the folder with the path to where the folder is. So what do we need to run this program? All we have to do is type the command Python. And if you're on Mac and if you saw that section of the video, sometimes it's Python 3. So if Python gave you Python 2.0 and you're on Mac, make sure you use Python 3. I'm on Windows, and when I do the Python, actually you can actually run the version right here, Python -- version, Python 3.11. I don't think it's recognized at Python 3 in Windows, but if you're a Mac and you hit Python 3 -- version, it will give you the version if Python doesn't work. Yeah, that's not found. So Anyways, if you're on Mac and you're using Python 3, use Python 3. But I'm using regular Python command, and I'm gonna type the name of the file. The name of the file is helloworld.py. And we hit enter, and just like that, you've created your first Python program. Hello world. All right, guys, we did it. And that's it. That's all you need to get started with Python. In future videos, we're gonna go over the basics and also make some really cool projects. So guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next time.